9 years married. Louis has been married for 9 years, and his wife had enough. When a man writes a message to the love school, usually 90% of the times is when the woman had enough. Have you noticed this? Have you noticed this, that men usually they take long to ask for help. They take long to recognize that the problem is serious in their relationship. That's it. They usually seek help when the woman had already had enough. And it was not different with the case of our student Louis. We're going to listen to his question and we're going to see how to help him. Let's now answer the question from Louis.
My name is Lewis, and I've been married for 9 years. I've had some problems in my marriage that almost led to separation. Recently, my wife asked for a separation, but I asked her to just take a break. We would be in different places to cool down, where it gave me a chance to work on the things she demanded me to change. In my opinion, these things are not hard to solve. And one of these things we needed to work on was a lack of communication. I need to monitor the time I spend on my phone and even spend time together and travel together. We haven't been doing these things due to me working too hard. I believe these things are not too serious to the point of us getting a divorce. She has removed her wedding ring, and during this 90 days of break, I would like to know if I should keep my wedding ring and stay in spirit of prayer. I would like to know how to proceed in this situation that is affecting our plans and dreams, seeing that we both believe in God. We even did a marriage course, but today we are struggling in this horrible situation.
So, Louis, let's understand something that is very important for us to highlight. A break in a relationship, as you decided, we are going to take a break, 90 days, at least 90 days, 3 months separated from one another, for us to take a break, a break, a break without new actions, new decisions will not change anything. If you are just away from each other, trying to cool down or missing each other again and then say, now we can try again because we were a little while away, so we had the ceasefire for a while. But if nothing changed, which caused that situation, then that break is not going to work. So it's important for you to understand. You said that normally a man is very vague in his words when he speaks about his mistakes. You said that you had a few problems. You caused a few issues in the relationship. You did not say what. You did not mention what these issues were. I don't know what it was. Maybe you did not want to disclose here publicly, but it's difficult for us to say what these problems were. But they were serious enough for your wife to say, enough, I don't want this anymore. And you can see that in your head, in your mind, you don't consider that to be something serious. In your mind, her complaints are not serious, something that is very serious, but for her it is, so much so that she said that it's enough for her. So we have to come to an agreement regarding this. For her, it's very serious. For you, it's not that much. If you don't think it's not very serious, you're not going to make any effort to change, so you're going to continue disappointing your wife, and she's going to continue frustrated. And even though you come back together, it's going to be just a matter of time for her to say enough, because you don't change. So you have to understand that it's very serious for her. I made this mistake in my marriage because Christiane used to complain, and her complaints were even similar to yours, because what I understand from what you said is that your wife is complaining about you, that you're not giving attention to her, you're not giving time to her. You said you need to travel more. I don't believe that your wife wants to travel all the time with you. What I believe is that when you are traveling, supposedly you are far from work, and then your attention would be with her. What she wants is to spend more time with you, is to receive more attention from you. So I had the same problem. And when Christiane was speaking about this to me, I thought that she was complaining without a cause. That's why I would not change. I would not change because her complaint was here, and I would think that that was something silly. So until I understood that that was serious, I had to level up my consideration regarding that problem, that situation, to understand that that problem was something serious and was destroying my marriage. Only then I was able to make decisions to change and then solve the problem in my marriage. So you said that you don't think that this is so serious, that you ask for a break, and you need to learn how to speak more, need to have more time away from the phone, maybe from both of you, I don't know, maybe this is happening, and then excessive work. So, Luis, the first thing that you need to do, you have to take advantage of this moment and understand from your side what is it that is affecting your relationship. You have to listen to your wife. Even though you may not agree with her, you have to understand her. You may not agree with her, but if it's something that is very serious for her, then it has to be very serious for you as well. As simple as that. If she thinks that is very serious, the fact that you don't make time for her, that you're always on your phone when you're at home, and etc., then if you don't see this as a problem, then you're not going to change. You need to see that this is something that is very serious, even though in your head you think, but I'm just working. If I don't work, who's going to pay the bills? I do this for both of us. Okay, you may have your justifications for that, but if this is not enough for her, then the problem is still there. Understand that this is serious. What does she want? She wants attention. And women, when women ask for attention, she's asking for something that is fair. No one gets married, man or woman, to be away from the life of the other, playing B or seeing the life of the other, to be the last to be put to the side, to fit in the gaps in between a commitment and another. So she's asking for something that is fair, and you have to learn how to prioritize your wife. Your wife has to come before your work. That doesn't mean that you're going to stop working. That means that you should prioritize your wife. She needs to go to the doctors. Can you reorganize your agenda to go to the doctors with her? Then she's going to be the first one in your life. If you have to work on a Saturday, but if you don't work, this is not going to be the end of the world. So take a Saturday off or half of the Saturday to be with her, not to be on the phone, but to be with her. You must place your wife in first place in your life, above your work, above your boss, above your customers, above money. You have to do this, or else you're going to have work, you're going to have money, but it will come to a point that you're not going to have a wife, you're not going to have anyone to spend this money with you, to celebrate with you. Okay? So set rules. Phone. When you are at home, the phone is going to be away. Put there your phone to charge there on the bedroom. Then sit down to watch something with her. You talk about your life, about how your day was. Learn to look at her eyes, not to be looking at the screen of the phone when she's talking to you. Look at her eyes. Listen to her. Try to show interest to her, what is happening in her life. I ask you, how is the health of your wife? Do you know, for example, if she has pains every month, and when? Do you know if she's worried? What are the main worries in her head, the three main worries in her head right now? Do you know her dreams, her goals that she wants to fulfill that have not fulfilled yet? If you don't know these things about your wife, then you are not a husband. You are just a roommate, someone who is sharing the bills with her. So think about this. And this is why we're going to have the love walk. The love walk helps a lot regarding this. The love walk is for you to be able to align your day-to-day life, your minds, so that you're not going to have these gaps and lack of information. Well, students, that's all for today. We're going to come back to more at this time in this station with more answers from the Love School. If you want to know more about the Love Walk 2025, you can access lovewalk.com because it's fast approaching. See you soon. Bye-bye. That's it then. So let's learn about this matter of the dialogue. Everybody says, oh, you need to speak more, you need to talk more. Everybody knows that. The matter is not speaking more. The matter is how to create an environment, a situation where the dialogue is going to flow naturally without hurting each other's egos and emotions, without that heavy mentality of discussing the relationship. How can the dialogue be natural, normal? I suggest to all the couples that have not yet done the love walk, because those who have already done already know. I don't need to convince you who have already done how important it is for you to do every year, at least once a year, the love walk. You already know that, but you have never been to the love walk. I would like to emphasize the importance of you doing this for the well-being of your relationship. It's like a maintenance work, like when you have to do the MOT, when you go to check your car, your vehicle after 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 miles, for you not to be caught by a surprise of a problem. Like this is the love walk for your relationship. If you want to know more about this, if you want to be with us, we are going to have the love walk here in the UK on the 30th of August. And if you want to be there, we are going to be there in the Kennington Park at 1 p.m. on Saturday, the 30th of August, and is available in the bookshops of your local Universal Church. May God bless you. Bye-bye.